So that for me is the end of our top four hopes. Not that they were really alive anyway. We weren't really ever going to get into the top four over the last few weeks. And this just makes it... I mean, it's not impossible. It's not over until it's mathematically impossible. I get that. But I just do not see Arsenal getting into the top four this season. That will make it 2 seasons in a row without Champions League. Unless, of course, we can win the Europa League, which... even that's a bit of a stretch, you know? I've got a lot to talk about in this video. And actually, for once, I'm going to start off the video not talking about Arsenal. I'm actually going to talk about Tottenham. Because they were the better team today. They are the better team in general. They've got, I think, man for man, the better squad. Although it's debatable in some positions. It's quite scary when you think about it. The Tottenham side is very good. It is, and I've got to say that they deserve to win this game, and that they are the better team. And I thought that today they were fantastic. There was one player in particular that really caught my eye today, and I'm a big fan of this guy. Even though he's a Tottenham player, I love this guy to bits, and I'll be really sad if he, you know, moves away from the Premier League because I really love watching him play, and that is Dembele in midfield. He was, for me, man of the match. I know Harry Kane got it, of course he did. He got the winning goal. And Harry Kane was brilliant. But without Dembele, I really think Tottenham would have found it a lot harder today. You know, we didn't have a lot of possession, but when we did, it was in midfield, central midfield. And Dembele, man, he just broke everything up. And not only did he break it up and win tackles, as soon as he got the ball, he was off, picking out passes, dribbling through our midfield like they weren't even there. He just glides with it. He's an absolute magician with the ball. And I think... do you know, a lot of you guys probably already are, but if you're not subscribed to Soccer AM, they do a lot of player interviews, and they've done quite a few with Spurs players, and I think at least 3/4 of those videos, when they say to a Tottenham player, who's the best at the club, if they're not saying Harry Kane, which actually they haven't, they're saying Dembele. He's just an absolutely incredible midfielder. The ball just is glued to his feet. He was absolutely unreal today. And for me, he really was the key. I really do feel strongly that without Dembele, this would have been a much, much harder game for Tottenham, and it would have had a different outcome. I really think Dembele was that influential, and I don't think he gets enough credit. So Tottenham fans, I really hope that you feel blessed to have someone that's so good defensively, so good going forward, so good at dribbling. He's good in the air, he's strong, he picks out great passes, he's intelligent. The only downside to Dembele is that he's getting older now. He's no longer in that prime. Well, you could say he's in his prime right now, but he's going to be 30 soon, I think. So that's a bit of a shame. I love the guy. I would absolutely love to have a player like that at Arsenal. He really is incredible. Harry Kane, I mean, what more can you say about Harry Kane as well? He's the real deal. He is, for me, the best striker in the world right now. I think, you know, with Messi and Ronaldo and Neymar, you're talking wingers, I think, more specifically. I think when it comes to out-and-out strikers, there are only 3 or 4 in the world right now that come close to Harry Kane. You know, Lewandowski maybe, Suarez when he's playing well. I think that Harry Kane, there's something about Harry Kane. And talking of Soccer AM, I watched one of their videos yesterday. It was an interview with Charlie Austin at Southampton, and he said it himself in that video that for him, Harry Kane's the best finisher in the world right now. And I'm finding it very difficult to disagree. I really do feel strongly that Harry Kane may just be the best finisher in the world right now. He's just, every time he gets the ball in a dangerous position, whether it's a header, whether it's a volley, whether it's just a simple side foot finish or a finesse or just any type of position where Harry Kane can have a shot, I'm just like, oh, he's going to score. It's horrible to watch. And it's just incredible at the same time because he's English. We've got the World Cup coming up, and I really hope that Harry Kane does well for us. You know, I really do hope so. Another player that I thought was incredible for Tottenham today, Trippier. I think for me, it's a toss-up between him and Kyle Walker for England at right back, but Trippier is brilliant. I think it's a bit of a blessing in disguise that Walker's gone to City. Not only did they get £50 million for him, something like that, they've managed to get Trippier playing more, and he's a really good wing-back. You know, when you see the contrast between him and Bellerin, who, for me, Bellerin's an athlete, really quick, he makes intelligent runs, he gets in great positions, but my God, he does not have that final bit of quality. His crossing is abysmal. His passing is non-existent. Every time Bellerin gets the ball, you think, oh wow, he's in a great position. Just get a good cross in. Just pass it across. Just do something. And oh, it's gone out for a throw. Oh, the cross has missed everyone. He's got to work on his crossing. Because every time Trippier got the ball today, he whipped in an absolutely incredible cross. You know, he got something going. There was a final product most of the time. And it's when you see a comparison like that, when you see Trippier running down one side, Bellerin the other side, the difference was incredible to me. And I love Bellerin, and I'm so glad that he's stayed and he's not at Barcelona. I don't think they need him now with Sergio Roberto and my mind's gone blank. Who's the new guy they signed? The Portuguese right back, Semedo. They don't need Bellerin now, and I think they may have dodged a bullet. I don't think Bellerin is living up to that potential just yet. I think he needs to be really solid in training on his crossing. He needs to work, because he's got the running. We know that. He gets himself out of mistakes by being so quick. He can get back in time. He's got pretty good tackling, I would say. He makes great interceptions, again, because of that pace, that he can get into those positions to make a block. But when it comes to bombing down that right wing and getting crosses in, it's just not happening right now, is it? So, and Lloris as well, because I wanted to talk about Petr Cech, who was... it was such a weird game for me. There were moments of just bemusement for me when Petr Cech was trying to take on Harry Kane in the box. His distribution was terrible today, but then he was making world-class saves. So Lloris, for me, showed at multiple times in this game how important it is to have a safe goalkeeper. Someone that doesn't take too many risks. Cech. And, you know, Jack Wilshere bent in a really nice shot in the second half, which for me probably would have gone in if it was Cech in goal. But Lloris, he's just majestic, isn't he? He just dived into it like a swan and scooped it out of the air so easily. And you just think to yourself, wow, that's what it's like having a proper goalkeeper. So when you start looking at our figures, and we've spent 50 odd million on Lacazette, 60 million on Aubameyang, why are we not investing in a goalkeeper? I mean, 60 million could have gone into a world-class keeper. You know, someone seriously good, young, that can stay with the team for many, many seasons to come. And I get it. It's great that we've got Aubameyang. You know, he made a great start on his debut. Didn't do so well today. There was no service. And yes, Lacazette has been okay at times, but more recently he's been just really lacking confidence. He had a massive chance at the end of the game today. Just wasn't good enough. So yeah, great. We've spent the money and brought in strikers, but we should be really looking at our defence and goalkeeper. That's the absolute key for me this summer. Centre-back, goalkeeper. Maybe two centre-backs and a defensive midfielder. And I really think we can build on that. Because Petr Cech, bless his soul, has been one of the best goalkeepers in his time. I think one of the best goalkeepers in Premier League history. But at Arsenal, he just hasn't cut it, I'm afraid. And, you know, I don't feel confident. You know, if we concede a penalty, it's a goal, unless they miss. Cech's not going to save it. You know, he's a good shot stopper, but if you really look into it, and this might sound harsh, if you look at all of the saves he's made today, more than half of them were luck. I think the ball's gone straight at him. Harry Kane's volley, straight at Petr Cech. Trippier with his half volley at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, straight at him. You know, there isn't much to it. If you're just standing in the correct position and the ball hits you, sure, it's a good save, but should it not be called a save? Should it be just called a block? I don't know. I don't know if I'm being too harsh, but Petr Cech, for me, I just don't have confidence in him. He's getting on a bit. Let's just say that he hasn't got too long left in his career. Although goalkeepers can go on for a long time. Look at Buffon, for example. But come on, let's not compare him to Buffon. Buffon is twice the goalkeeper that Cech is right now. And it's a shame because Cech, like I said, was and has been a legend, for Chelsea at least. So a 1-0 loss. It could have been worse. I think Tottenham easily could have had 2 or 3, maybe even 4 goals throughout this game. I think we were not on it today at all. Very, very poor performance. I thought Mkhitaryan was... Yeah, let's not talk about Mkhitaryan. I think off game for him. Incredible in his first game with his 3 assists, then this. Aubameyang, I think he had moments where it could have been better, but he was getting involved at least. The through ball from Jack Wilshere that wasn't offside but was given offside. But Aubameyang had no service, so it's difficult to judge a striker when he's not getting the ball enough. Lacazette came on and was terrible. Xhaka was better today. El Neni was really good, I thought. And Jack Wilshere did very well today as well. Iwobi came on and looked shaky. Almost lost the ball about 4 or 5 times. Defensively, I thought Mustafi was very good today. Koscielny not so good. Thought he struggled today. Monreal didn't do anything in particular. He had an okay game. Bellerin, like I said, was making good runs. Didn't have any final product. Cech made some great saves. Without him, we would have lost harder today, but still feel like his time is up. In general, it was pretty shocking. And like I said at the very start of this video, our top 4 hopes are dead. And I hope I'm wrong. I tell you what, I'm gonna say this now. It's a bit of a forfeit. I hope this happens. If Arsenal make it into the top 4, I will shave my hair off. I don't have much hair as it is, so I'd like to keep it. So if we make it into the top 4, you know, you can favourite this video on Twitter, whatever, you know, save it somewhere, bookmark it, quote me. I will shave my hair off if we make it into the top 4 of the Premier League this season. I really hope it happens, but it's not going to. And I'm feeling confident that it's not going to happen. I think we're 7 points away from Tottenham now. It's game over, guys. So thank you for watching. It's been an interesting one. That's our final North London derby of the season, hopefully. Yeah, I think that it's just one of those games. You know, we'll forget about it. We'll get into our next game. Our away form has been abysmal anyway. It's just another loss. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways soon and push for that top 4. But dead. Game over.